about doing it as a favor, Richard. I mean, if there is a story in Lana McLean's death, then we should print it, that's all.
Yeah, but I thought you'd object, given the people involved. I was wrong. Hey, it's real nice getting permission straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Well, you know what I mean.
Richard, your way with words is just amazing.
Yeah, I do love better on paper.
Yes. What I find so surprising is your insensitivity.
Regarding what?
That you want to sensationalize that poor woman's death before the inquest even begins.
Edwina. Why don't you come off it, Edwina, huh?
Now, let me see if I got this straight. You left Tony's with Karen Wolek about 10:45, right?
Yeah.
And you followed Karen to her house, and you thought for a while.
That's right.
Why didn't you go to Lana's? She was expecting you.
Like I said before, I meant to do that. I got the bottle of scotch and was heading for Lana's, like Charlie said. But on the way to the parking lot, Karen and I started talking about Lana, what kind of shape she was in, you know? Well, parking lot, Karen got in her car and left. And I started thinking if we really hadn't figured out any way to help Lana yet. So I got in my car, I followed her home, and there we sat around and we continued the discussion. See, we were both really worried about Lana. Karen and Lana were just about best friends. I'd gotten to know Lana pretty well. I'd been going out with her recently. Karen and I both knew that there was something wrong.
What time did you leave the Wolek?
12:15, give or take a couple of minutes.
Was Larry there?
No. Karen was afraid Larry might get the wrong idea if he saw me there, so I left before he came home.
Where'd you go?
Home. I was good and high myself by then. And after what Karen and I had been talking about all night, the last thing I was going to do was bring Lana another bottle of scotch. Kid didn't need any more.
And you say Karen will corroborate the story, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure. Matter of fact, I say call her up and ask her if she might be able to tell you something that I've left out. You know, it's so ironic to think that we were sitting around worrying, talking about Lana. She was dying. Horrible. Well, if you don't need me for any more, I think I'll,
You're in a hurry to leave here?
What is it, Jim?
Jenny, I've spoken with the coroner, and he has determined the cause of Lana's death.
What was it?
It was a mixture of barbiturates and alcohol.
Here.
I'm afraid that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I knew she was on something. I knew she was drinking a lot.
The coroner has also determined something else. Just what Lana told me. She was pregnant.
If you've got any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks.
What were you into before you came to Landview? I mean, what did you do?
Boy.
Why, say something?
Oh, well, it's just that question could take a couple of hours to answer. I mean, my past kind of runs like a travel log.
Moved around a lot, huh?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I've been in Landview about longer than I've been anywhere. Guess you could say I just couldn't really find my niche in life. All right, let's see. I've been on the West Coast mostly. Started out in L.A. Bartending, driving cabs. I tried the film industry. Only problem with that was about 50,000 other people tried it too, so it didn't work out. So, and I moved on up to San Francisco. I had a lot of fun, odd jobs, bumming around. I wasn't getting anywhere, you know, I wasn't making any money. So then I went up to Seattle. It was too cloudy and rainy up there all the time. So I figured now's the time to really test my luck. Went to Vegas.
Like 50,000 other people.
Yes, you got it. After I lost all my my money, I thought I would join the enemy. I became a dealer.
What'd you deal?
Blackjack. I was pretty good at it, too. But after a while, I got bored with that, too.
Even with all those showgirls?
Well, that never really got too boring. Anyhow, next stop was New Orleans. Same story, different channel. Same odd jobs. Nothing really very interesting or very lucrative. Finally, I went on to the Big Apple, where I found too many people running too many hustles. Although I did have some very interesting experiences there. Anyhow, somehow, I ended up here in Landview working for Dorian Lord.
Okay.
That'll be,
all for now, I guess. Oh, you want to put down your address and phone number? I mean, other than Dorian Lord, so I can reach him.
Sure. Hey, look, Lieutenant, if there's anything I can do to help, I want you to let me know. Because this thing about Lana's really got me upset.
Well, by the way, Marco, you might be needed to testify at the inquest. You're not going to get the $1 to decide to leave town, right?
I got you. That was a cheap shot, you know it. Richard, what do you mean? Look, you know damn well, or at least you should, that I wouldn't sensationalize that story. I see that as a poignant, touching story of a poor girl who got lost somewhere. That's the way I'm going to write it. Well, of course. Well, what do you mean, but of course? Didn't you just tell me I was insensitive?
I said I was surprised that you were. I just didn't understand what you were going to do, that's all.
Yeah, but I explained it to you, didn't I? I mean, it's not like I said, well, come on, we'll sell a lot of papers by turning the banner into a rag
Oh,
sheet.
Richard, I'm sorry. I just misunderstood.
Well, maybe if you'd spend a little less time trying to impress the boss lady here, you might listen better.
All right, all right. I think this has gone on long enough. I'm getting very bored. Edwina, please, extend your apologies to Richard, and Richard, accept it. And then maybe we can go on to talk about something else. Richard, I really am sorry. Please forgive me.
All right, look, let's just forget it, okay?
Okay. Well, do you think we could all be agreed if we discussed the weather? Richard, please, would you get me a reason? Hoping that it wasn't true. I mean, for Lana's sake, she must have felt so desperate. I know.
Was I very messed up?
Well, she had some expert help. How far along was she, Kathy? 2 months. That.
Well, at least now we know what she died of.
Well, not entirely, Brad. There's going to be an inquest.
Why?
Because she would not commit suicide. Lana wouldn't kill herself.
Kathy, please. No, it's just that they're not totally convinced that there was no foul play.
Why? Why would the coroner think something like that?
I don't know, Jackie. They're keeping that information to themselves for the time being.
It's ridiculous. I mean, who on earth could ever want to hurt her?
It's tragic. It's so senseless.
You know what kills me? What's going to happen next? The cops are going to come around and start questioning me. People are going to be talking behind our backs. All because she was obsessed.
I know it's so awful.
Jenny, it's going to be very rough on you. The next couple of days. I'm sorry.
All right, Brad. I know that you didn't have anything to do with it. Brad, I want to go back to my apartment now.
Sure. Thanks, Jenny. It's awful as well. I'm sorry.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Honey, please.
Did you see him? Did you hear don't think I have any reason to react this way. I was Lana's best friend. I was Lana's best friend through this whole thing. I lived with her through her pain, her anger, her tears. I held her in my arms, Dad. I can't tell you how many times. All right. She drank. She had problems, but she wasn't crazy. Lana did not lie to me.
Just tell me something. If you had known Lana's side of the story, you think you'd be able to tell now that Brad is lying?
No, he's a very good actor.
All right, there you are.
Lana just didn't have the same capacity for deceit. It was one of her problems. She was a very vulnerable person. She couldn't role play. She couldn't act.
Honey, I have a feeling that we could go round and round with this all day long and get nowhere.
I know. Well, I told Lana's mother I'd meet her for dinner. I guess I'm going to have to tell her all this, right?
Will you do me a favor?
What?
When Ed Hall talks to you about Lana and Brad, and he's going to, will you please try to keep calm? This whole thing could come down to a choice between your word and Brad's. Now, you've got to try to maintain some perspective about this whole situation and your part in it.
Dad, I just want to see the truth about Lana's death brought out into the open, and then I want to see justice be done.
Please take it easy.
Yeah, I'll take it easy.
For Pete's sake, drive
I
carefully.
will drive carefully.
Did you hear that?
I caught part of it.
What do you think?
About whether she's right or not.
No, about her reaction to all of this. Don't you think it's beyond proportion, out of proportion?
Jim, I don't know what to think. Kathy's so involved in this. It sounds almost like a cause.
Exactly, like a cause. That's what terrifies me. I mean, with her history, all that mental illness, I'm terrified when I think of her becoming embroiled in something that's so emotional.
What are you doing here?
Hey,
We're getting so many minutes.
Ed Hall and I had our little talk today.
How did it go?
Tell the cops. I think he bought our alibi. He seemed satisfied enough when I told him about my past. I couldn't get a clue as to why they're going to have this inquest.
Well, did you tell him the story that we worked up?
Of course I did, Karen. Now it's your turn.
Look, Marco, I don't know if I can do this.
Yes, you can! You will do it! Look, you messed me up good a couple of years ago, and I rotted in jail for it. But if you double-cross me again, I swear you'll regret it for the rest of your stinking, miserable life. You got that now, Karen? Huh? Hey. Come on now, babe. Get yourselves together. Ed Hall's going to be knocking on the door in a couple of minutes. You okay?
Mm.
All right. I gotta go. Hey, you remember that now, won't you? I think I'll bid you ladies good night.
You have a big day tomorrow, Richard?
No, but I have to meet somebody later.
Oh, that sounds very mysterious. I think I should be going too, Dorian. It's been lovely, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dorian. Thanks for having me. Edwina, you brought your car, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Well, in that case, would you like to stay for just a little longer? Yes, I'd like that very much, thank you.
Well, if you two will excuse me. Good night. Thanks again, Dorian.
Yes, hope we can do it again. Good night.
Good night.
You really like him, don't you? No, I can tell. Tell me, when did you and Richard first meet each other? Oh, we went to Princeton together. Well, I had this roommate. Her name's Sally. And she and Richard were going out together. It was the old fall for your roommate's boyfriend routine. Yes. Only she She was also my best friend. That makes it very sticky. Yes. Because I was so attracted to Richard, but I couldn't do anything about it. And he was really only interested in her anyway. You did nothing? Well, I admit I did do a few things. Like say, Sal, I really think that Richard isn't right for you. Things like that. And obviously, she began to think the same thing. Yes. But as soon as they broke up, Richard left Princeton. So now we're in Llanview together. And Sally is very far away. So I figured it was open season. Unfortunately, though, you don't have a sitting duck on your hands. So, I wish you